Hi, welcome to Homeschool Personal Finance. This session is on the lure of credit cards. Now imagine you're a banker around 1995 and you're faced with a huge dilemma. First, those high interest rates that you've been loving for the last 15 or 20 years are gone. And now interest rates are plummeting to record lows. Now, nothing like we've seen recently, but at the time they were shockingly low. And so you turn to credit cards and you've had a great relationship with your customers because for the last 20 or 30 years, the only general purpose card they've had in their wallet was the one that you issued to them. Now, they may have had a store card or a gas station card, but they've only had one general purpose card like a Visa card, and it came from your bank until a disruptive force came in, and that was Discover. In 1988, they released the Discover card and offered cash back, and they made a statement to customers, you don't need to use that bank's card, you can use our card. And so what happened is customers didn't get rid of their Visa cards or MasterCards, they added to them by getting a Discover card. And so now we started to see more and more cards in people's wallets. So today, the average adult who has credit cards has 5, 8, or more credit cards in their wallet. And so this creates a dilemma for these companies because first of all, they want to figure out how can I get new customers to get my card? And then how do I get them to use my card in light of all of the other cards they have? How can I make this their preferred card? And so one of the ways they lure students in is by offering them free gear. And it's a pretty small exchange. I'll give you a cup or a t-shirt or even a card with your school on it in exchange for you becoming a customer. Now, for existing card holders, people who already have several cards in their wallet, the lures have to be a little stronger. So sometimes they give big cash bonuses, $2, $3, $4, even $500 after you spend a certain amount. Or they might give travel perks like airline miles or hotel night stays. These can get really expensive. Some of them are worth more than $1,000. That's a lot of money to acquire a new customer. Some have reward bonuses like Starbucks points that you can use only in the Starbucks stores. Sometimes they offer one-time discounts, and you'll see Amazon has done this, Kohl's does it a lot. Use our card and get this much percentage off of your purchase today. Or there's another lure for people, and that is if they've already carrying a credit card balance that's really high, if you switch to our card, we'll give you a certain amount of time with no interest or low interest. Now, all that's really doing is pushing the problem off, but it gets them in as a customer, and that's what they really want. Now, then they need to have an incentive to use the card, and this is where it gets a little trickier. So they offer things like cash back on certain purchases, on all purchases, or even more on certain things like 3% on restaurants and 1% everywhere else, something like that. Or rewards, use our card all of the time you make purchases, and you'll get travel points or airline points or hotel stays because students love to travel, right? Or discounts or offers, use our card and get a certain percentage off. For example, Target, use our card, get 5% off every purchase. So what's in it for them? We have our chart here of the 6 steps from purchase to payment. And these 4 blue ones in the middle are the financial institutions that are benefiting from these transactions. Okay, and the big beneficiary there is number 4, the bank, because they make the most off of every percentage fee of every transaction, but also if you're carrying a balance, which 60% of cardholders do, they make all of the interest. So getting you to use their card and then not pay your bill is huge business for the card provider. Now, these are some things from our book, Why Didn't They Teach Me This in School, that I'm using as a resource for our class, and he's got several chapters, short chapters, one-page chapters on credit cards. And here's 3 that he has that are really strongly worded. For example, Principle 45, just say no to credit cards. Do not get a credit card in college. And he begins to describe that. And listen to this paragraph that he says just below this, what you see here on the screen. He says, some may say my next comment is radical, but I hope it gets your attention. Getting hooked on credit cards is as bad as getting hooked on drugs. Once you start using one, you'll want to use it more. Then you will want to get more credit cards because they have special offers. Before you know it, you'll be leaving college with more debt than you can handle. Principle number 46, after college, have a maximum of only 1 credit card. Now, Dave Ramsey would say no, never get a credit card at all, only use debit cards. And third, if you have, principle number 47, if you have a credit card, pay off the balance every month. Crown Financial Ministries, in their program in managing credit card debt, they encourage people, if you have a month that you don't pay it off, you cut it up and you never use the card again. So the idea here is that if you're a student, simply put, do not get a credit card. Thanks for watching.